Thank you. Yes, I do believe that we have met in other lifetimes for sure. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. And can you hear me clearly? Yes. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yeah, yeah.
after listening to the meditations and the breath work, I'm like, what do I offer? And I keep going back to Corona being the meaning of Corona being light. That the Corona is actually a halo of light around the body. It's usually the moon, sometimes the sun. And I believe, as hard as it is being a healthcare worker, physician in this time, and knowing that there will be times where we're unable to save people's lives, as tough as it is to actually grapple with, Corona has come into our lives to bring light. And this is why I felt so strongly about this transmission of light. And when you spoke about it, I'm like, there it is. Because we've been given a chance, as Sanjeev said, the earth is regenerating. Mother Earth, I like to think of herself as repairing and regenerating. And she's given us a time out to do the same for ourselves. We've been given this beautiful opportunity to take some time out to repair ourselves, to refocus our priorities, to regenerate our lives and reprioritize what means to us. And everybody's talking about going back to normal. There is no more normal. There is no more normal. There is just us stepping into our power and being the light for other people in our lives. And it's a choice that we have to make. And I don't think we have an option really. We are being called to step into our purpose and power. And we've been more than ever, the currency that we've been called to use is the currency of wellness. It's no longer the finances or industry or whatever. It's wellness. This is what is the currency of the moment. We would pay anything right now to guarantee that we remained well. And it is up to us to step into this and choose to be well, to remain well, by eating properly, by exercising, by making sure we stay well hydrated, sleeping, making sleep a priority, managing our stress, connecting with our family and friends. And as Sanjeev says, saying I love you, connecting to the people we love in a deeper way. Because most of the time, I think we're more connected to our laptops and our phones and iPads than we are connected to the people right in front of us. And connecting with something greater than ourselves and finding that we are connected on a deeper level to everybody around. There we are. It's a Saturday afternoon here, and we have people from all over the world coming together to bring light into each other's lives, and by coming together to transmit light, we are then shining light for everybody else, even whether they realize it or not. We are up-leveling and actually starting the healing process that this world needs so critically now. And I think when the world starts to heal, when Mother Earth starts to heal, we will then be healed at an even deeper level. We have to realize that more than ever, we are connected to the earth. We are connected to each other. And this idea of being separate from each other, that the old world of being selfish and self-centered, we have no choice. We have to leave that behind. And I think Corona, the light, has given us that to walk through this dark, what people say is darkness. Yes, we need the darkness so that we can appreciate the light when we come out of this. But what are we choosing to come out as? And who are we choosing to come out as? Are we going back to the old world of materialism, of wars and violence and terrorism? Or are we going to really appreciate that we love each other more deeply than we realize? I don't know about you, but I'm missing my family and friends on a level that I took for granted. I'm missing connecting with my patients, not looking into my patients' into their eyes really has me at a loss. You know that we're all trying to do telemedicine, but I can't touch my patient. I can't comfort my patient. I can't look into their eyes to see if there's another layer that I need to delve into further, for me to get to the bottom of their story. The little things that we took for granted, these are the things that I think we need to focus on in this new world that we go into, this new world of love and light and unity and being and conscious living and the currency, as I keep saying, of wellness. Because it's an unhealthy world that took us to where we are. And it wasn't just unhealthy in a physical sense. We were unhealthy, yes, we have high levels of chronic disease, we were eating badly, we were not exercising, we were focused on all the toxins in the environment and that we were putting, and the additives in foods and the GMO foods that we were eating. Yes, we were focused on that. But I think on the emotional and the spiritual level, we were sick as well. We paid attention to the wrong things, and Corona, the light, has brought us back and said, listen, I'm going to put all of you people in time out. I'm going to make you realize what's important. I'm going to make you realize that you think you had freedom. We really thought we were free. And then we put into 24-hour quarantine, and there goes our freedom. But the freedom is inside. And we have to understand that the light is inside of us, that the freedom is inside of us, and we can be free even if we're on a 24-hour lockdown. We can choose to be healthy. We can choose what we're nurturing and nourishing ourselves with right now. We can go back to the old ways of eating the fat-laden, processed carb-laden foods. Or we can decide, listen, I'm going to grow a vegetable garden and eat what I grow and eat healthily. I don't need to go to a gym necessarily to exercise. I can use my body and exercise. There's so much we can choose to do during this darkness that everybody's talking about. This people equating it to being in jail, and I said, but this is the freest we've ever been, because we've been given the time to do what we are supposed to do with our lives, and this is the time to refocus, to reprioritize, to reassess, and decide, hey, I was born with this unique talent. How am I going to use this talent to serve my world? How am I going to make my world filled with light? And I don't think enough of us are taking this opportunity in the way that I think Mother Earth and the universe has sent it to be. There is no right way either to do this. And I acknowledge that there are people who are scared, there are people whose jobs are uncertain, there are people, our businesses are all up in the air. I acknowledge that. But this is also a time of surrendering to what is and allowing ourselves to be used as a mechanism of light and healing. Is that my timer? Yes, that's my timer. That's how it is. So just finally, please, let's just realize there's no right way to do this crisis, but we're called to step into the light, to step into our purpose and power, and the healing that everybody's looking for has already begun. We may not acknowledge it, but it has already begun. So let's just take a moment to take a deep breath in, breathe in the light, and understand that we are pure light and love. And that's who we are going to be when we come out of this crisis, whenever that is.